Everybody settled? Well, a great round today, Geoff, and at the beginning of the week, Ian Poulter said you were the one, you know, with your local knowledge and your understanding of this course. So when we asked him who should we be looking out for, you were the first name that he said, so...
Well, I guess that's just the obvious thing to say. You just pick the member, I guess, who knows the golf course better. But obviously I'm very comfortable out here at this golf course. Probably played here more than I've played any other course in the world. So it is fun to come back to Melbourne always and play, but especially play here.
And your whole game, you were on form today with everything. You never left any out there?
I think I left a few, weirdly enough, but I think I stole a couple as well. So I think it all balances out. I mean, to start eagle birdies are kind of, you're usually going to have a pretty good day after you do that, which is a bonus. Everyone's trying to make two on the first, or you're hoping that you can make a two, but you don't really expect it to happen. Playing, I don't know, 1,000 or so rounds around this course, I probably only made 3 or 4 twos on the first, so, well, maybe 5, but not many. So to start a round like that's pretty good. And after that, I hit a lot of good. Every time I had a chance, it's like a wedge in my hand or something from the fairway. I hit it pretty close and had some pretty short putts for birdie. Hit a couple of loose shots. A weird one into 13 and made bogey there. Probably hit too much club on 16 again, but again with the evidence provided to me on the tee with where the wind was and stuff, I didn't think I could hit it too far, but I did. So that was a funny one. But most people bogey 16 once or twice in the week because it's a hard hole. So and then birdie the last, which is what you want to do here when it's playing downwind, because I only had a sand iron in, so you want to make a 4 there. So all in all, I left a couple out there, but I stole a couple, especially on 12. So pretty happy with it.
Great. Questions, please?
Geoff,
Martin?
could you talk us through the change of putter? Because as far as I know, you haven't used a mallet putter ever.
Well, not as a pro, I don't think. I putted with a mallet-style putter quite a lot when I was a kid. Like everyone did with those, remember the Zebras were trendy and the Ray Cook mallets for a while, and those Odysseys when they first came out. But ever since I've turned pro, I've used pretty much that Scotty Cameron Newport putter for whatever it is, 12 years or something now, 13 years. And I've experimented at home with blades and mallets and all sorts of different stuff. And I've travelled with this putter actually for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, just had it in the bag. Took it out in a practice round at the Australian Open because I wanted to use it and wasn't brave enough and put it back in. So I'd been kind of thinking about giving it a try. I just wasn't brave enough, and obviously this week I had a perfect opportunity to try it yesterday and today. So it's obviously gone very well. I think you get stale looking at the same thing. I don't think any putter's any better than any other putter. I mean, there's been great putters with all sorts of different putters, but I think you get bored of looking at the same thing. Your brain likes to look at something new, and I think going out there with a new putter the last couple of days, it's almost been a bit of a challenge for me and lightened up my brain. And after you see it roll well, all of a sudden you love your new putter kind of thing. So it's the whole new putter syndrome thing.
Look, after you finished round 1 putting with a wedge, what did you think about that afterward? Did you think that you did go over the top a bit, or how did you get yourself to where you are now from that moment where you were so frustrated on Thursday?
It was, I'm disappointed. I mean, you don't like doing stuff like that. I mean, it's not the first time I've been a putter. It's not very nice to get yourself into that frustration, if you like. More than that, it's kind of embarrassing to finish the last couple of holes putting with a wedge or putting with something other than your putter. But it happens. Golf's a frustrating game. I quite often walk off the 18th very frustrated, but usually by the time I get to home or something, it's usually all pretty much gone. So I was frustrated leaving. I was disappointed leaving the course on Thursday, but by Friday I was pretty excited. Actually, I had a new putter to try and out of Victoria again. So yeah, frustrated for a little bit, but didn't carry it for very long.
Geoff, did you let a number sink or creep into your mind at any stage out there? Did you think that's 29, or once you chipped it in on 12, did you think, here we go? Or
Walking up the 9th fairway, I thought, this is par 35 now, isn't it? If I birdie this, it'll be 29. And after that, not really, actually. I did acknowledge to myself that I was 8 under after 12, and that's a pretty good score out here, especially with a bogey to that point. Thought that way, that's pretty low. But I mean, 13's a really hard hole, a tricky hole. 16's really hard. 14 with a blustery wind. I didn't ever really start thinking about crazy numbers. I didn't think about it. I just knew I was going low, and I wanted to. At one point I was 2 or 3 in front, and I wanted to just get as far in front as I could at that point. So I didn't really think about a number.
what is your best around here?
I don't know. I think I may have, in a hit and giggle with some friends, had a 62 at one point. But there's a fair difference between a Friday afternoon hit and giggle and a round in the Australian Masters. So this would probably be my best round around here, if you like. Whether it's the lowest or not, it's definitely my best round around here.
Any more questions, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. We'll leave Geoff go. Thank you, Geoff.
Thank
I
you,
hope we'll see you
Kathy.
tomorrow. Thank you.